River State is on the brink, not because of opposition, but because a former governor refuses to let go of power. This is the real story behind Wike versus Fubara. What began as a carefully managed political succession has now exploded into one of the most dangerous power struggles in Nigeria's democracy. Before we go deeper, pause for a moment. If you believe elected governors should govern, not answer to godfathers, share this video now. Your engagement decides how far this conversation travels. If a former governor still controls a state, who did the people really vote for?
Let's start off with the situation with Wike. Where is this audaciousness coming from?
Esther, look, I have told you here that evil doesn't last forever. Wike is about to go down. Now that Bashir is talking, go and watch and see what will happen, what will follow. I'm not joking, because this man, this nonsense he's saying is an aberration. That mention any state where you have a two-party in one state and then there, you know, that kind of rubbish. I was telling any people who care to, this thing that we are tolerating is very, very annoying. Seriously. They are done using Wike. They want to throw him away. So this thing is making noise now. He's not talking to himself. If APC doesn't rise up early enough, Wike is going to do to APC what he did to PDP. Quote me. APC should wake up now. Now that you have an authentic leader in Rivers State called Fubara, they should do away with Wike. His arrogance is too much.
What does Wike intend to do? Does he intend to go through illegal means to impose someone else in 2027? Because he's been literally going to corners telling people don't interfere in the politics, trying to isolate the guy.
No, he wants to do the rigging thing he did in 2023. And he believes he will succeed with it. That's why he's literally warning everybody to stay away so that he can dominate the scene. You can imagine arrogance of the highest order. And that is what happened when you work, when you sacrifice your rights, when you surrender your right to an individual, that person is going to mess it up. Wike is becoming an overfed baby. It is time Tinubu think twice about Wike.
But there are talks that because of how Wike reacted, like maybe there are secrets he will spill if the president does try to supposedly put the tail in between his legs. So what secret, what edge does Wike have over the president that he thinks he can threaten them?
Look, there is nothing he will say that we don't know already. Is it not how he rigged the election in favor of Tinubu? Is there any other thing? Please, is there any other thing? What secret? Let him speak the secret and let's see whether he will remain in this country. Look, like Fubara told him, when a dog will start barking the owner, that dog is about to die. When a deity becomes too troublesome, the owner will remind it of the tree that carved it. Wike is about to go down. I will advise him to lick his wounds and, go and sit down than going into this fight. He won't succeed because APC will not sacrifice Fubara for Wike. They will not. They will never. APC is going to support Fubara in Rivers State and not Wike. Wike have no play because, like that man said, he's not even a member of APC. So what is he talking about? Let him become a member of APC, then he can start talking from there. But for him to be in PDP and in APC, it cannot happen again because APC have somebody in Rivers State now. So all those rubbish he did in 2023, it cannot happen again. Thank God APC have started talking from the highest level. They have started talking. Is there left for them to call the people of Rivers State, all those lawmakers, all the local government chairman to watch it? Yes, they should call them to order to watch it and then rally around Fubara as the governor. Yes, they should rally around Fubara as the governor. They don't know any other person. In the organogram of a political party, There is nothing like non-state actors being the leader of a party in a state. It is not done. It can never be done. They should tell Wike that he's now a non-state actor in Rivers State. He has no more role to play in Rivers State. They should tell him that. Let him go and sit down. Nobody need all this nonsense he's doing. Nobody need it. And for good measure, Wike should not allow Donald Trump to include his name among those troubling Nigeria, like Sheikh Gumi, who is now doing everything to pull down his post and go into hiding. Wike should remember that he has skeletons in his cupboard.
Barrister, do you know how Tinubu is able to wield his influence across his supporters and all of that? Like, some people will say, oh, he's the one who owns Lagos. He controls events in Lagos. Does it do it in such a way that makes it seem as if where he's deliberately imposing, being voracious in how he does it?
Have you seen him talking?
So what exactly is Wike's method?
That is what I'm telling you, that Wike is a very crude politician. In fact, he has no manners. I'm not joking. He has no manners at all. He's very crude. Very, very crude. He's not cultured. Look at the way he's talking. He has no manners at all. No manners. That will tell you the kind of person. You know, when you give somebody something that is very big, he'll be asking you, is it for me? Who did you ask me to give it to? I think Wike has been over-pampered by Tinubu, and it is time Tinubu draw this man before he will embarrass him. I'm not joking.
Or do you think Wike is deliberately doing what he's doing so that the president then reacts? Because I am actually surprised, even if Wike and Fubara are working for the president, but all of this is actually quite embarrassing. And questions are now being asked, what exactly is the kind of connection or relationship that Wike has with the president that even the president's close allies have not come out publicly to boast as to this is how close they are with the president, or possibly things that they have done for the president?
The president only rewarded Wike for rigging the election in his favor in a PDP state. That's all. Esther, that is all, nothing else. And he has been rewarded by giving him an FCT minister. So that is the end of the matter.
So why has the president been mum in all of this? I was expecting Bayo Onanuga, Femi Gbajabiamila, the president's chief of staff. Even if the president doesn't want to speak with him or even grace him with any response, the close allies of the president have been very mute about this.
Go and watch it very soon. The APC leadership will come out with a statement against Wike.
Well, Basiri just responded and warned him to resign his position, that he's trying to create conflict and rift within the All Progressives Congress.
Exactly, that's the first. He has fired the first shot. So other leaders of APC will take a cue until you get to Tinubu.
So what does Wike mean by saying that anybody who dares interfere in Rivers politics, their hands will be burned, that he's warning them now?
I said, don't worry yourself. I told you, monkey clever. Now when 3 days together, one day I will come here and say, Esther, how far with Wike? Because he's not threatening everybody, including Tinubu. He's not threatening everybody. So he's the owner of Rivers State, Abi. Can you imagine that arrogance and impunity? Even with all the things Tinubu is doing in Lagos, have you heard it? I've seen Tinubu talking like this. I said that man is very crude. This is somebody who wants to be a godfather in Rivers State. Look at how he's talking. You come out openly and be talking as if you are something. Just wait until EFCC come and knock on your door. You will not know how far.
Does he have immunity?
Immediately. That's why I told you that the Tinubu just kept him for a purpose. Now he has overstayed his welcome in APC. That's the truth. Very soon, EFCC will come after him. The land he grabbed in Abuja and the houses he bought in America are still there.
That's Florida.
Just don't worry yourself. Shebi is arrogant, Abi. Very soon now we'll know how far. Very, very soon now we'll know how far. So even with Fubara in APC, this man doesn't want this River State to have peace. What the hell? What the hell? The people of River State, are there no men in that state? Are there no men in River State? I've asked this question before. Look, I am ashamed of the people in that state.
But didn't you hear them hailing him? You didn't hear them. Then they fear you.
Those ones are riffraffs. I call them riffraffs because if they are responsible human beings, is it wicked that get back to them? No, tell me, is it wicked that get back to them? You see what we are talking about, men. If these people are responsible human beings, men who are men, will they be dancing around wicked with all the baggages, with all the arrogance, with all the crudity in him? Very crude and very vulgar. And you are following such a human being. For what? There are no men in Rivers State. That is why I look at it. If they are, wicked cannot be behaving like. They should have called him and said, look, my friend, it's okay. I said it's okay.
Even all the leaders in Rivers State are quiet. Even Asari Dokubo that likes to talk whenever it reaches and whatever. He's been quiet as well.
I am ashamed of them, seriously. They are the ones that allow Wike to be behaving like this. They should come together and issue him a red card. Enough is enough now. Why can one man be claiming to be the owner of Rivers State and all of you kept quiet? Look at how he's behaving and talking to men as if there is nobody there. If your hand will burn, are you the owner of River State Weekend? Are you the owner? It does River State belong to you?
Oh, obviously that's what it means. That it should stir off Rivers politics. It's none of their business, including the APC secretary.
I am ashamed of anybody in River State who is tolerating this nonsense. I am ashamed of you people. There are no men in River State. No men. No men in Rivers State. Quote me.
What if they've been settled? Because obviously there are divided loyalties. There are those who are loyal to Fubara, loyal to Wike. Obviously those who are loyal to Fubara are quiet. Those who are loyal to Wike are kind of loud.
This man is insulting everybody as if he's the owner of Rivers State, even when he had left office. So Rivers State now belongs to Wike, Abi? Nobody can come there and talk except he says so. Are you serious? Now you people should continue. I wish you well, though. When the chiefs are done, don't say I did not tell you, I did not warn you. What kind of rubbish is that?
Well, the APC secretary has fired back at Wike, asking him telling him that he's not God and asked him to resign. He should resign now. And I actually liked his response. It was very polite and it was, formal. It wasn't as derogatory as one would have thought it would sound.
Come and try that in Imo State now. No, come and try it and tell us whether you have to.
Oh, you heard what happened in Imo State, right?
Let them come and try it.
The whole situation with Samuel Anyanwu and how Hope Uzodinma pulled the stunt that he pulled. So apparently, maybe there are those that are even closer to the president that they don't talk, but possibly Wike wants everybody to know that he has the upper hand. Anyway, like I said, this is the political season. The dramatic events are just beginning to unfold. Wike himself has been so anticipatory of the political activities in 2026.
From the beginning, I told Wike that this gambit will not end well. At the end of the day, you'll be neither here nor there. You'll be like that bat, Abi. Also, you are neither a bird or an animal. That is the truth.
All right, Barrister Darlington.
What is unfolding in Rivers State is not just about Wike or Fubara. It is a test of Nigeria's democracy, a question of whether power belongs to institutions or to individuals who refuse to let go. History shows us this pattern clearly. When Godfatherism wins, democracy loses. And when silence follows, the cycle repeats. The question now is not who shouts the loudest, but whether the system will finally choose law over leverage. If this report added clarity, subscribe for analysis that follows power, not propaganda. And if you believe governors should govern without shadows, share this video. These conversations only matter if they reach beyond this screen. Can Nigeria ever break free from Godfather politics? Or is this the system as designed? Or...
Disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Afriscope TV does not promote hate, violence, or misinformation. All content is based on publicly available data and expert commentary. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and verify independently.